I spoke to Rob Almeida, a partner and editor of gcaptain.com, a maritime news website. I began by asking him what, if anything, could be learned from the tragedy.
I think it could be a serious case of complacency, and I think that, if any ship captain out there is watching this, it's just a huge, horrible reminder of what can happen, and to really evaluate the cargo, the people you're carrying, and what could possibly happen, and be prepared for really any contingency.
We understand that there seemed to have been a lot of confusion and indecision in those 30 minutes right when the vessel started listing. Crew members were calling in to people asking, should we tell them to abandon ship, so to speak?
Those are questions that should probably not have been asked. They should have already known the answer to. Those are 30 minutes of time that should have been spent mustering these people in the emergency locations on board the vessel, and then making the decision from those locations where they could act and communicate properly.
Right. So we understand the captain initially told the people to stay below deck, and we understand that it's feared that a lot of people were trapped down there. What would be the reasoning in telling passengers to do this?
I can't think of any reason why you would have these people, inside the ship waiting for a decision to be made.
In theory, what should have happened exactly? How should it have gone?
I've spent some time at sea. The first thing what I would do would be to muster everybody in their emergency stations. Wherever the lifeboat stations are, you would go there and await further instruction on what the situation would be. It would have been to abandon ship or whatever, but at least you can make that. At least you can do that there instead of waiting for time to make a decision for you.
Tell us about South Korea and the standards, same as here in the U.S.
South Korea is a very modern maritime country.
Right.
Most of the ships in the world are built in South Korea or Japan or China. I mean, this is a very, very developed country when it comes to the maritime. This is a far cry from Indonesia, where ferries and passenger ships go down fairly frequently. Every accident is preventable in some way, shape, or form. So, and this is certainly no exception. So my heart goes out to everybody involved and the rescuers who are trying to find people. But man, it's terrible.